Hello guys, and welcome back to another one of my reviews that I have been doing on the brand new Super Mario Galaxy movie figures by Jakks Pacific. And obviously I already did Mario and Luigi because I posted a video of them yesterday, reviewing them together, and I thought I would continue that trend by reviewing two more characters, Yoshi and Rosalina. Now these are the next two that I'm going to be reviewing. And obviously I will be reviewing both Bowser Jr.'s in the next review video that I do. But yeah, I wanted to review these two in one video. Originally they were going to be separate videos, but I decided to just put these two together. And yeah, these are two brand new characters that will obviously be debuting in the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I wouldn't really say Yoshi's a brand new character all that much, because there were references to him in the first Mario movie, lots of the time. So there was, while Mario, Toad and Peach were travelling to the Kong Kingdom to ask the Kongs for help against Bowser, it did show a Yoshi stampede or Yoshi family, so that's sort of shown Yoshi a bit. And then obviously in the post-credit scene of the first movie, Yoshi was obviously teased after hatching out of his egg. But yeah, so these two are brand new characters that are going to be in the Galaxy movie, and I'm really excited to get them out and review them. So anyway, let's get into the review. Oh, crap. So, after a number of off-screen attempts, I have no idea how many attempts I made to get Yoshi out, I finally got him out, and looking at him, he is a really cool figure. He looks really good. I love Yoshi's movie design overall, and yeah, there's a really accurate representation of that character and that sort of design. I really like how they've given him like this realistic looking skin, which is pretty cool. And it's also like darker on the back of his head and stuff. They detailed the saddle, so it's got like little, I don't know, lines on it and stuff. And he's got blue eyes! Now Yoshi's obviously had black eyes for a very long time in the games, until like more recently where he started getting like these sort of lighter, kind of blue eyes, but not overly blue eyes, like sort of a very faint tint to them. But now he's got completely blue eyes, so that's cool. But yeah, really cool figure, and he also comes with the most accessories out of all of the characters actually. So he comes with this pair of sunglasses, he comes with this bag for some reason, which is actually very detailed. Yes, they put detail into the bag that he has. I'm not exactly sure what this is for unless he goes to New York in the Galaxy movie at some point. They painted the zipper and the other zipper and everything else, and this bit's quite bendy actually. So there's that. And then he has a cap which says New York City, like an apple. It has a purple cap. It says New York City on it. Which, yeah, Yoshi probably does end up going to New York City around at some point in the movie, but this is the cap that he comes with, which is pretty cool. So Yoshi, I think, has the same amount of articulation as Mario and Luigi, I think, so you can actually make his head look all the way up. Not really down, because he don't have much of a neck, very much, but he can have that. His head can rotate a full 360. Oh, that felt a bit loose. And I was thinking, what? His arms can rotate full 360. Oh shit, what have I done to his arm? Let me fix him a second. Okay, I'll fix him, but his arm does rotate that full 360. He kind of has butterfly joints, but not very much. Him with the other one. His elbow does bend, so that's as far as you'll get in his elbow, like to bend. Same the other one, I can sort it out. His arm goes like that. Wrist rotation, full 360. He has hand grips, so he can open and close it. Close his hands. Same with the other hand. His leg can go way further back than Mario and Luigi, so this is as far as his leg goes back. You get it quite far up actually. Knee can bend. Same with the other leg. So, probably get into quite some accurate like Yoshi poses. His foot rotates. Full 360. Same with the other one. And it can also bend forward like that. That's about as far as this foot can bend forward. And looking at his tail, there's no articulation for the tail at all, which is quite surprising actually. But yeah, really good articulation overall. And for Yoshi's accessories, the cap you kind of have to be careful with, because you kind of have to squeeze it on the top of his head. It doesn't do very well. Balance it. Like that. And then you take the sunglasses. You can put on. I'm not very good with it. Like a bloody... Oh god, where's the sunglasses? The unfortunate thing about Yoshi, his accessories don't go on very well. Like, you really got to squeeze the cap on the top of his head just for it to get on. And his sunglasses are literally balancing on his nose. And also this bag can't really fit around the top of his head. However, he could probably hold the bag with his grip. But yeah, cool accessories, just really hard to get on. But overall, this is definitely a very good Yoshi figure. It's really solid, and I just like everything they've done with him. Definitely worth the price. And now on to Rosalina. Alright, so after multiple attempts, I finally managed to get Rosalina out, and first thing I can say is, Jesus Christ is she tall. Like, I know she's tall in the games, but Jesus goddamn Christ. Mario and Luigi look like shrimps compared to her. Like, seriously. But Rosalina is, unfortunately, the weakest in terms of articulation. I think she only has 11 points of articulation, and I could actually remember that because she is literally the only figure out of the 6 that has that much. But yeah, really nice figure overall. Really detailed, looks like the movie design. I think she is actually the only figure that sort of looks at you with that plastic lens that they put over the eyes. Camera will focus, there we go. But yeah, really cool. I like these sort of glittery things they put on the dress. That looks really cool. But yeah, overall articulation is quite weak, unfortunately, but that's probably because of the dress. She can't turn her head a full 360 because of the hair. She can't look up very well, but she can look down quite a lot. Her arms you can rotate full 360, but they kind of go all over the place. They're actually quite loose. But I'd recommend being careful with the arms trying to rotate them because of this bit here. You can rotate the arms. There's kind of a hand swivel, but not very much. No wrist rotation either. There is kind of, you can do it with the hands. there is an ab crunch, or chest crunch as I call it, so you can have a go at that, or that. And that is actually about it for articulation, so I kind of understand because, you know, the dress and everything. And also she comes with a stand underneath that is removable, but if you have her without the stand, she sort of topples over, or she's drunk or something, but there's that. So if you want her to stand up properly, it's best to have the stand in. There we go. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the. Oh, I forgot to mention, she comes with a wand as well, which you can put in this hand, but I recommend being very careful because it is very weak, the wand, like what it's made of. So there's a risk of bending it or snapping it, and that is not very good, so I'll just put it like that. But yeah, that is going to do it for my review on the Super Mario Galaxy movie Yoshi and Rosalina figures. So overall, really good figures, despite the lack of articulation in certain places, which is understandable, and also the accessories, which are quite hard to get on. But overall, really solid figures, and definitely worth the price. And the next review will be the 2 Bowser Juniors, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Bye!